You've been lied to. They told you saving money was the key to wealth. But what if I told you that blindly saving money could be one of the worst financial moves you're making right now? Before you save another dime, you need to understand these 3 rules, or risk staying broke forever. In this video, I'm going to break down the 3 essential rules that transform saving from a passive act into a strategic wealth-building system. These aren't gimmicks. They're the same principles used by financially free individuals. Whether you're just starting out or already stockpiling cash, these rules will change how you view money forever. Let's rewind. For decades, the standard financial advice has sounded like a broken record. Save your money, build an emergency fund, be frugal. It's not wrong, but it's not complete. In fact, for many people, it leads to a cycle of financial stagnation. You work hard, save a bit, watch your savings sit in a bank account, and still feel broke. Inflation quietly erodes your cash. Opportunities pass you by because your money isn't doing anything. It's like filling a bucket with water, but there's a slow leak at the bottom. The ultra-wealthy don't just save. They leverage, invest, optimize, and they follow rules most people have never even heard of. Let's break them down. Here's the first hard truth. Saving money alone is not a wealth strategy. Take Sarah, a 29-year-old marketing manager. She diligently saves 20% of her income, just like every financial blog recommends. She's proud of her $25,000 savings. But here's the kicker. She's earning 0.5% interest. Meanwhile, inflation is running at 4%. She's losing purchasing power every single year. Now compare her to James, who invested his savings into a low-cost index fund, compounding 8% annually. In 10 years, James's money grows. Sarah's? It shrinks. This is where most people fall into the illusion of security. Their money looks safe in a savings account, but in reality, it's evaporating, and it gets worse. When emergencies hit, car repairs, job loss, medical bills, people often drain their savings and start over from zero. It's an endless treadmill. Rule number 1. Saving is a bridge, not a destination. It's not about how much you save. It's about what that money does once saved. Let's zoom into the 3 rules that flip the saving script. Rule number 1. Your savings must have a job. Don't let your money loaf around. Every dollar should be assigned. Emergency fund, investment capital, business seed money, opportunity fund. Idle cash equals missed opportunity. Rule number 2. Inflation is the silent killer. If your savings don't outpace inflation, you're falling behind. This means putting your money where it can grow. That doesn't mean gambling. It means smart, diversified investing. Rule number 3. Saving is a phase, not a plan. Saving is step 1, not the end game. The goal isn't to save forever. It's to transition from saver to investor, from consumer to owner. Take Amanda. She started with $5,000 in savings. Rather than letting it sit, she used $3,000 to start an Etsy business. In a year, that business brought in $20K. She reinvested profits into stocks and a digital course. That's strategic saving turned into wealth building. Or Marcus, who built a 6-month emergency fund, then diverted all future savings into his Roth IRA and a rental property. His net worth tripled in 5 years. Saving is safe, yes, but wealth requires motion. These rules don't mean you should never save. They mean you should never save mindlessly. Let's break this down with a few more real-life inspired scenarios. Case 1. The conservative saver. Michael, age 35, has $50,000 sitting in a savings account. He feels secure, but his returns are negligible. After learning the 3 rules, he allocates $15K for emergency fund, high-yield savings, $20K into S&P 500 index funds, $10K into a small side hustle, $5K into a REIT, real estate investment trust. 1 year later, his portfolio earns a blended return of 7%. He still has security, but now he's building momentum. Case 2. The first-time investor Jasmine, 24, just landed her first job. She starts with $1,000 saved. Instead of stashing it all, she uses the 3-rule framework: $500 emergency fund, $300 into a diversified ETF, $200 into a digital skill course, graphic design. In 6 months, she lands freelance gigs from that course, earns back $2,000, and starts a new investment cycle. Case 3. The retired saver. Tony, 58, is nearing retirement. He's saved $250K, but inflation is gnawing away. He works with a financial advisor to reallocate into dividend stocks, bonds, and a small annuity, ensuring income, growth, and tax efficiency. These aren't get-rich schemes. They're get-smart systems. The rules aren't just theory. They're transformation in action. Ready to take action? Here's how to apply the 3 rules today. 1. Audit your savings. Where's your cash sitting? What's its job? Create categories: emergency, investment, opportunity. 2. Inflation-proof your money. Open a high-yield savings account for your emergency fund. Move surplus cash into growth assets, ETFs, Roth IRA, REITs, or side hustles. 3. Build a transition plan. Map out when and how you'll shift from saving to investing. Timeline it, automate it. Educate yourself weekly on wealth-building tactics. Bonus tip: treat savings like soldiers. You don't want them in bunkers. You want them on the battlefield, earning territory. Saving money is safe, but safety without strategy is stagnation. You don't need to save more. You need to save smarter. Don't be the person who fills their piggy bank just to let inflation smash it with a hammer. Be the person who gives every dollar a mission, a purpose, a goal, because money that just sits rots. Money that moves multiplies. So next time someone tells you to just save, you'll smile, nod, and know the real rules of the game. Smash that like button, subscribe for more money mindset shifts, and go turn those dollars into doers.